Mr. Farage also called on Remainers to finally come clean about the real purpose of the European Union. The staunch anti-EU politician said there is a real reluctance for anyone on the Remain side to really come clean about what Europe is. It is about the creation of a new state. Barnier said to me, "We are not building a federal Europe. We are building a unified Europe. That's actually scarier because a federal Europe would mean that the individual states would have, rather like America perhaps, quite a lot of say, quite a lot of power over their own lives." EBSEU News, Nigel Farage said the EU is planning to further unify member states. Speaking during his weekly Sunday show on LBC, Mr. Farage suggested the British public would heavily reject EU plans to further integrate the Union had they voted in favour to stay a member of the institution. He continued the idea of a unified, unitary state. "I think it's one that, if the British people really understood it, would reject heavily." The shocking claim appears to fall into line with statements made by German Foreign Affairs Minister Sigmar Gabriel during a meeting in Brussels earlier this week. The fervently pro-EU politician suggested European countries in the future will only be able to exercise self-control through the European Union. Mr. Gabriel claimed even Germany, the EU's largest and strongest financial contributor, would have to accept more EU rules in the coming years. He said in the world of the 21st century, Europe will only be able to act on a sovereign basis via the European Union, by winning back sovereignty through the European Union. Even Germany, big and strong as it is in tomorrow's world, will not have a voice by itself. Our children and her children will have the choice of having no voice to be heard or a common European voice. The German politician's vision echoes the proposals EU Commissioner Jean-Claude Juncker presented during his State of the Union speech in September. Proposals included taking more decisions on joint foreign policy by a majority vote, rather than unanimity, and setting up a European Monetary Fund, complete with a Eurozone Finance Ministry and Minister